Welcome to Changing Your Narrative. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, which is all focused on changing your narrative and becoming the better version of you. That's what we all want to be. We want to be a better version. So when we look back years from now, we can say, wow, we've grown in every area of our life, and not just ourselves. We've impacted so many people along the way. We've raised and elevated people just like we've been elevating ourselves through this process. The topic of today is an interesting topic. I heard a message the other day, and the message was focused on removing the angry version of you. And when I think about that, and they gave examples, oh yes, I do have an angry version of me. And that angry little girl steps up sometimes and steps forward when people are taking advantage of me, when people are not acknowledging me. And that angry little girl used to come out years ago. But now I don't allow her to. I know she's there, but I don't allow her to come out because that's not who I am today. That was the old version of me. That was tied to the old narrative version of me, not the new narrative. That angry little girl will come out in situations, might it be in school, might it be even within an event, or even she can come out in the workplace where I felt like people took advantage of me sometimes. And I said, well, why am I keeping silent? I'm tired of being silent. I need to say what I feel. And this is what I feel. And I started listening to that message, and it hit home. That angry version of me was a version of pain. It was tied to pain. As a little girl, I wasn't acknowledged. At times I wasn't even recognized. And that continued growing throughout my life, where I was seeking acknowledgement, I was seeking reward, I was seeking certain things. And that carried on in every stage. When I went to college, was in the workplace. And when I didn't get that little girl would come out and she would come home angry. How could that be? How could that person not say thank you to me? How could that person speak to me that way? How could I be overlooked again and not rewarded? That angry little girl would come out. And what would happen is she would take over for hours. And I would be angry. And sometimes I really would be angry. And I wouldn't know why would I even be angry, because I was carrying her around. That angry little girl will come out and change anything good that was coming toward me, because I stopped it. Angry and being bitter cannot work in an environment where you're looking for positivity and you're looking for progress. If an anger and bitter person is there, you cannot think straight. You're not thinking logical because you're just angry and bitter. And I realize that because I wasn't acknowledged or rewarded the way I expected, that angry girl would come out. And when she would come out, oh, forget about it. The good version of me would take a back seat. And there goes the attitude and the angry little girl. I remember in 2019, there was a moment that I got very angry. And I will not forget, and I'm so thankful to this person, when I was angry about a situation that didn't turn out the way I wanted it. Because I had put so much effort. I had given it my 150%, and that's who I am. I give my 150%. I remember her telling me, man is fickle. One day they like you and make you feel good and acknowledge you, reward you, support you, and the next day they don't. They could slam you and put you down and make you feel less than what you are. I grew silence when I heard that. I'm like, that is so true. One day I feel good. And I'm like, wow, I feel good. I'm getting acknowledged and great. And then the next day, I get let down. And there goes the angry little girl coming out. And I grew silence when I heard that. And then the conversation continued and said, you can't allow the hurt version of you and the angry version of you to come out and take control. Because you're trying to change your life and be a better version of you. And you cannot allow her to take real estate in your life and control the outcome of all the great things you're working on. Because she comes to destroy. She comes to put you down. She comes to reverse you from where all the progress you have made. I made a decision that day that even though I was hurt and even though I had an angry version of me, I was not going to allow her to come out anymore. I was going to learn how to live with peace. I was going to learn that, you know what, I'm not going to allow my external environment determine my reaction. I was going to learn how to walk away from situations. I was going to learn to not need to respond to everything. I was going to learn to keep myself together with my emotions. Because the decision I make today is going to impact tomorrow. It's going to impact my progress. So I tell you all this. So as you're changing your narrative and as you're uncovering different roots in your life, you may bump into that angry and the version of you, which we all get angry. I get it. We all get angry. It's normal. It's an emotion. That's why it's there. Is what happens after that. Do we let anger consume us, take over the situations, and take us down? And I made that decision that day through that conversation that no more. The angry version of me is going to be sealed and locked up. She has no power and has no authority to come into the real estate where I'm at today where I'm changing my narrative, impacting myself, growing, becoming the better version of me, and impacting and growing everyone around me. Not going to allow her to come and destroy the good things that are laid out for me in front of me in my life. So I challenge you to do the same as you're going through. Face that person if she does or he exists, so you can deal with them, seal them, and lock them up, because you are becoming a better version of you.